So there was a study done by, I don't remember who, that they basically put a rat in a tube and they put cheese in front of it. They somehow tangled its tail with a rope or whatever, and they were measuring how hard it was pulling. The results were pretty interesting. It was pulling pretty hard, but then they decided to do something different, and they put cat behind the rat. Then they started measuring and they realized that it was pushing much harder compared to when there was only cheese in front of it. And by this study we can definitely say that having something like a reward or something like a goal which you work towards can be pretty motivating and make you driven, but at the same time it's not as, you won't reach as big of a potential with motivation as when you put something which will scare you or something that will frighten you behind you, because we as humans are working in a pretty similar way, that if we are driven only by the reward, it's not going to be as strong as if we are driven by fear as well. And so for me there is a competition coming up, and you could say it's something like a goal which I'm working towards, or a reward. If I am going to perform well, I will get a reward, basically. I'm not going to have only the competition as my motivation, like as the reward, but I also put fear behind me so that I would work even harder. And that fear is basically the fail or the picture which I took, a screenshot which I took from a video when I was failing during one of the competitions, so that it would always remind me what will happen if I'm not going to put in the work. And I have made a previous video talking about the competition which I'm preparing for, so if there will be a video, or the video will pop up somewhere. And so I'm not going to go into details, but basically if you have something you are working towards, then don't only use reward as a motivation, but also add in the fear element, because it will make you work much harder. So let's say you want to retire your parents, or you want to basically you want to retire your parents. As a reward, or as the positive thing which will keep you motivated, will be the feeling of actually retiring your parents and seeing them at the new house which they will be living in, maybe with you or alone, whatever. So that will be your positive motivation, I will call it positive. And as for the negative one, which will be fear, you can say that if I'm not going to reach this goal, my parents will grow old and they won't even be able to enjoy their lives anymore, or they will rot in the jobs which they hate. So that will be your fear element, which will keep you even more motivated. So that's the main lesson of this video. If you think that it was valuable, you can like the video or comment something down below, so that the algorithm will boost this video. And so thank you for watching, and if you are interested, you can watch this video next.